friends, for the next 7 weeks, I'm going to be bringing to you a series on Mondays, a Motivational Mondays series on decluttering and organizing your home in preparation for the upcoming holidays. I'm sure that all of you will be receiving new items for your home, and in preparation for that, you should probably go through your cupboards and different areas in your home and declutter things and get rid of things that you haven't used. It's a really good idea to do this a couple of times a year. I know that I have several kitchen items on my wish list for this Christmas, and so I am going to be bringing to you this decluttering series. Now, I got this idea from another YouTuber. Her name is Lydia Sin, and that's her channel name, and she is doing the same thing. She just suggested that anybody who would want to could spend this time in the weeks prior to Thanksgiving and Christmas to declutter your home and work in those areas that need some attention. So each Monday for the next 7 weeks, I will be decluttering a different area in my home, and I'm going to bring you all along with me, and hopefully this will motivate you to tackle some spots in your home that need some extra attention. For this first week, for week 1, I'm going to be decluttering the kitchen cabinets, the lower kitchen cabinets. This is where all of my baking items, my cookie sheets and bake pans and pots and pans and everything you'll see are in here, and I have the hardest time keeping this area organized, mainly because Travis and Olivia are the ones who unload and load the dishwasher and put the dishes away. Olivia is much better at putting things back where they belong than Travis is. His idea of getting a job done is getting it done as quickly as possible. So he tends to open the cabinet door and just shove things in, and it doesn't matter how many times I reorganize this cupboard, it ends up getting back in the same condition that it is in now. So I'm going to be kind of tough on myself, and I'm going to realistically look at each item and determine if I need to locate it to a different place, because there's a lot of items down there that I don't use that often, but I do use them, and I don't want to get rid of them, but I think I can find them a different home. And then there's items that definitely need to go. So come along with me on week 1 as I declutter my lower kitchen cupboards. So here are 2 of my lower kitchen cabinets. I have 4 of them. Ouch. So I've got this mess over here, and then this mess over here. And I want to try to get all of this organized. I'm going to pull everything out and wipe the cabinets out. I'm going to just use some of this Lysol all-purpose cleaner. And I put a sheet, a bed sheet down on the floor that's clean so that I can pull everything out and just stack it here and then put it back in an organized manner. So let's get going on this, and I'll try to get this whipped into shape. Okay, so I got this all reorganized, and truth be told, there wasn't a whole lot that I could get rid of because I do a lot of home cooking. We hardly ever eat out or have taken, carry out or whatever, fast food junk. I do a lot of my own cooking. So this is the area that has always been a problem for me and have yet to find a good solution for it. It's my cookie sheets and cooling racks and muffin tins. And pizza pans. They have to be upright or else they take up way too much space, but they tend to fall over very easily. So I need to figure out a way to contain those better. If anyone has any suggestions on that, leave it in the comment section below. These are our grilling tools. They just stay there because that's where Scott knows they're at, and he's the one that does most of our outdoor cooking. These are little microwave safe dishes that we typically do our vegetables in at night for dinner. And it's also holds a can of chicken noodle soup perfectly, so we use those for soup as well. And those are some of my other bigger Corelle dishes. I don't use them very often, but I do use them, so I want those to stay up here. My big measuring cup mixing bowl with the spout. I use this a lot. And then I've got a plastic one, a Tupperware one that I'm currently using that will go inside there. Then I have all my pie plates and my round cake pans. Those pie plates could go downstairs, but with the holidays coming, I'm just going to leave them up here for now. Up on the top shelf, I have my cutting boards. They're just the plastic ones. I like those. They're inexpensive. When they get worn out, pitch them, get new ones. My casserole dishes. I have a couple of metal ones. This is my brownie pan and glass casserole dishes. I use those a lot. Back there are some Tupperware microwave safe dishes. I use those a lot to defrost meat in the microwave in them. This is my Pullman loaf pan that I make my homemade bread with, so that's got to stay. Our big pot, I use this mainly for making popcorn on the stove. Then I've got my regular pots and pans that I use. That's a steamer pan, which you can also use the other two pans for other things. And then my big, my medium-sized pot. This used to be my mother's, and she gave it to me. So that's on these two sides. Over on this side, you can see kind of back in the corner there a couple of my other loaf pans. I use those for like banana bread and things like that. These are all of my mixing bowls, some of my strainers. I use those all the time. And then I've got more strainers back there. And then this stuff here is dog treats. And those are just convenient to be right here in the kitchen. And then back behind is one container for like Christmas cookies and stuff like that. And then my springform pans, which I don't use those that often, but I had room for them, so I decided to just leave them up here. And then up here on this top shelf, this is where I have all of my dishes for leftovers. Scott takes these in his lunch just about every single day to warm up his lunch at work. And I have multiple sizes. I got this fairly large size one that I use mainly just for if I have a lot of leftovers or something, then I can put them in there. Here's some serving bowls. They're all glass, really pretty serving bowls. I don't use them that often, but I do use them quite a bit more during the holidays. And since the holidays are coming up, I'm going to leave them here. And then I have this one small little bowl that is for guacamole. And then back here are all the lids to these storage containers, and then bigger lids for my bowls and things like that. The lids I don't use that often, but if you're going to be taking food somewhere to a carry-in or whatever, then I need the lids up here where the containers are. So here on top of the counter are the things that I'm going to either relocate or I'm going to get rid of. These are my bowls that I use to make overnight oats all the time, and then here are the lids that go with them. And I am going to put them up in a different cupboard because my children are terrible about losing the lids. And so then when I need these bowls, I can't find the lids. So if I can keep them in a separate cabinet, tell the kids that's where they belong, then maybe they will stay together. These are some Tupperware dishes that I really don't want to get rid of, but I don't really use them here in the kitchen. I think I'll use them more down in my craft room. So I'm just going to take those down and use them for organizing in my craft room. These are just some disposable plastic containers. I'll keep this one, but the rest of these I'm just going to throw away. I don't need them. And then these bowls, I'm thinking I'm going to donate these to Goodwill. I like them. They're cute. They say they're microwave safe, but whenever I try to use them in the microwave, they get so hot I can't touch them. So the last time I used this bigger one, I burned myself pretty badly. So yeah, I think I'm going to just donate these because I don't have a use for them. And then this casserole dish, this comes with a lid. I'm going to take this downstairs and just keep it in my utility room. I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't use it all that often. So there you have it. I got that completely done, and I'm so much happier with the way it is now. I hope that this video motivated you to declutter an area in your home, and I want to encourage you to join in on this challenge, even if you don't have a YouTube channel. Just take the next 7 weeks and declutter one area in your home. If you do declutter an area, let me know if you did a video on it, and I will check it out. If you don't have a YouTube channel, you can always send me a picture to my email address, which is in the description box below. I will also link Lydia Sin's channel, and you can check her out. She is a really great YouTuber. She has 3 young boys, and her channel is mostly about financial freedom and how to get out of debt and how to live a debt-free life, which I think all of us would love to be able to do. So check out her channel as well. Come back next Monday for episode 2 of the series of Decluttering Your Home Before the Holidays. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.